So it is so important for our kids to be active and to exercise early in life and throughout life. It's so important for them to fight off obesity and to exercise. And it's so important to be part of various types of teams and sports, to be able to create a sense of confidence and learn how to be part of a team and be able to learn leadership skills. All of those things are so very important. But the question then is, does it make sense for us to drop our kids off, 7, 8, 9, and tell them to put a big helmet on their heads that makes them a bobblehead? Because their heads are the size that they're going to be as adults, but the bodies, they haven't grown yet. And their necks aren't that strong. And you put this big helmet on with a face mask, and they move around like that. And then you tell them to go at it and hit your head. It's in the hundreds of times on average for youth football per season. And they don't feel it because they're wearing that big plastic helmet and that face mask, and they keep going after and after. Does it make sense, especially since we know that the brain is going through this incredible maturity, this neurodevelopmental maturity, and all these changes are going on in the brain right at that time of between like 8 and 12 years old? And so does it make sense for us to have our kids experience repetitive hits to their brain during a time of incredible brain growth when we do everything else to protect our kids? You know, as parents, boy, we do crazy things to make sure our kids are safe, healthy, have the best possible potential. It's kind of like bringing Johnny to this guy down the street. We'll call him Coach. And we say, Johnny, go into Coach's house. He's going to hit you on the head a bunch of times today. I'll pick you up later. And then go back a few days later. I want you to go into the Coach's house, and he's going to hit you on the head a few times. And you do that all through a 3-month season. That doesn't seem right. And yet, participation in sports is so critical. And so for at least football, it really doesn't make sense to have tackle football with helmets and face masks at an early age. The kids can't make up their decision. Kids are not capable of weighing pros and cons and thinking about the future. So it's up to the decision makers, the parents, maybe towns, schools, states. But it starts with the parents. And parents really have to ask themselves, should I allow my child to be exposed to repetitive hits to their head, hurting their brain over and over again during a period of incredible maturation of the brain? It seems common sense to me.